Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna need y'all to take out a pen, pencil, paper, your notes, something, anything, because right now, I'm gonna teach you how to go from this to this. Okay, so if you want tips and tricks and want to know how to get hired at any job that you want to get, stay tuned because it's about to get juicy and it's about to get real. Okay. Thank you guys for sticking through the video. And this is just for all my little money makers that's trying to gain some profit, trying to gain some revenue, trying to get their money up, trying to, start working just for whatever reason, either if it's for extra money in your pocket or for just income for the family. Whatever the reason is, I'm trying to help you get the job. And yes, I work at McDonald's. Bottom bum bum bum, y'all. Bottom bum bum bum. And just to kind of like prove, let me show you my paycheck stub. 3 days of working. Oh, you probably can't see it because it's not even flipped. Well, see that? I don't know. It's not. Anyways, it says $133, and that is including orientation and 2 days of work. The only reason I got paid for basically 3 days of work is because I came later on. The whole process, the whole hiring process of McDonald's is that you actually have to go to orientation for a day, sit there for a few hours, go through your employee handbook, the paperwork, all that. So that's just one of the steps that you have to take to actually get hired. It was a long process, not even no cap, but it was worth it because now I'm for sure working there. I'm getting paid, I'm on the pay period, on the have my own employee ID, I'm on the schedule, so everything's official now. So right now I've been working there for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks and a half. Can't really do the math right now. But yeah, so let me tell y'all how, not really how I got hired, but how the interviewing process, the application part, and how you can even get a company to even recognize that you're trying to get a job. The first thing you do before even applying to a company, before even clicking that button that says career, searching out where the job is, call. Call, ring, ring. Call the company first, because you want to know that they are hiring. Sometimes the website will say, hey, we're hiring, hey, this position is open, and then when you call them, the position is already filled, or they're just taking applications but not really hiring. So you call.
I understand eating is the cure for that. Okay, check it out.
No, but you call, right? So after you call, they will say one or two things. One, yes, we are hiring. Please go to so-and-so website and apply. Two, we are not hiring, but you can still apply, and we will look at your applications when we need people. But still, that second option, please still apply. Apply. Okay? Apply. Keep applying, because sometimes you could apply for a job and then 2 months later they will call you and say, hey, are you still trying to get hired? Are you, whatever they may say, they will call back if they need you. And keep in mind that companies, employers need you more than you need them. Even though you need the money when you do get hired, so keep that in mind. Okay? After you call and they say, oh no, but we are taking applications, still apply. Even though it's a tedious process and it sucks, you still should apply because it's just good. Then, if they do say, yes, we are applying, you ask, what are the best days to apply? Or you ask, well, when is your hiring manager there? Usually companies, I know that McDonald's does, they have their own hiring managers. I applied to Taco Bell. I ended up getting the second interview, and they didn't have a hiring manager, but they had the manager above the manager, if that makes sense. And at Taco Bell, I know that they have multiple managers. Like, it's so easy to become a manager there, but they have a manager. So the manager of that store is the person who would hire you, who would talk to you. My second interview, I actually had a manager from a different Taco Bell interview because the manager there wasn't there. So after you talk to them, just say yes, we are applying. Apply. What is you doing? What are you doing? Don't hesitate. But first, let's get that resume together. Let's get it together. Let me scoot over because I'm gonna show you an example of my resume. Take a look. It look good, don't it? Don't it? Don't it? Don't it? Don't it? Yeah, one part's a lie. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? When I applied to Taco Bell, never worked at McDonald's. It sucks. It for real sucks. But I got the second interview, didn't I? I'm not saying go running around lying on every job that you get, but the reason why I did that is because anybody want to hire somebody that don't have any experience. It's very hard to get hired as a minor for one, and for two, just without any experience. If you don't know how to handle a cash register, if you don't know how to deal with people as far as customer service, they really do not want you. Sometimes companies like McDonald's and Taco Bell and boop 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 boop. You reading it? Are you reading it? Are you really reading it? Hold on, let me pause. Are you reading it? Okay, good. You read it. Companies like those are really adamant about hiring teens, except for Starbucks. They will send you with their jobs, but it's okay because we got all these other options, right? So these companies are really known to be hiring 17, 16, and 17, 16, even 15 years old. 15 years old, depending on what state you live in. But like I said, they do not want people who don't have any experience, who don't really know what they're doing. Their job is to train you, but to a certain extent. They don't want to train you from base one, day one. Oh, you don't know how to count change. Oh, too bad. That's the work experience part. Scoot over again. I'm gonna highlight it somewhere in here. So that's the work experience part. You want to have work experience that's legit, but do not lie on your resume if you cannot come up with kind of like an example of what you would do there. So, say Wendy's. You want to get hired at Wendy's, but you just put that you worked at, let me see, Del Taco. Wendy's and Del Tacos are both fast food. They both have drive-through. They both deal with customers. You both have to read orders on the screen. They both do the same, I want to say the same exact thing, but kind of the same task that you would do at Wendy's. So you put Wendy's, right? Interview comes up. So how was Taco Bell?
It was cool.
Okay. What did you do at Taco Bell?
Uh, Make tacos.
Eh. They know you're lying. They know, no, they know that you just know. See, here's what I got asked.
So, how was McDonald's? How did you like the environment there?
Well, the environment there was very nice. I really wasn't really social with my coworkers just due to the fact that it was a busy environment. We were always busy. We didn't really have time to socialize. It was always work, work, work. But I didn't mind it because I'm always a hard worker and I love to stay busy.
Okay. She seemed like she was really working out. She was really working at Taco Bell, whatever thing she put on there.
And then it's like people ask, "Oh, don't they check your reference?" No. And then even when you apply on the online side, due to the COVID-19, where everything's online nowadays, even when you apply on the online part, it's not like you have the option to say, "Oh, please don't call my reference." You don't even have to say who your boss was, because I put mine from last year. Of course, it's not gonna be the same person. People move on, life goes on. So yeah. But when you have kind of like some experience to back it up, if you know kind of like that environment and what you would do there, or even have like a relative, a family member, relative, friend, someone that you know that worked at McDonald's or worked at a certain company that you put on your resume, ask them how was it. Ask them, hey, did you do this and this? Is this correct? How was it? Ask them about the experience so you're able to know what to say when you get asked that question. Okay, experience part over. I skipped the whole heading, the whole name part, and I have had this question before. I have had this question, oh, what do I put on my resume? How do is my resume correct? Like, what's going on? Mind you, before I didn't even search for the McDonald's. I did search for the McDonald's job, but I was so like, I'm going to get the Taco Bell job. Mind you, I was in competition with my friend, basically. Like, it's never a competition. We always want to grind together. But it was like, how to put it? We're both trying to apply for that job. And before this, we both did this program. We both did this program in the AV that basically they give you hours, they give you work experience. So this is for people who are not able to go to the company straight right away, but they go through a third party and they're able to get hired through them and get hours. So they're paid hours by that company, not by the, say, McDonald's, but by the company that places kids at McDonald's. They're hired through that, right? Thirsty. They're hired through that, right? So we went through that program. It's called the WOW Work Source program. And we actually got paid for, you're supposed to go through 4 days of training, but just due to, they just wanted to cut the hours, get it short, we actually went through 8 hours of training for 2 days. So basically 16 hours, if I'm calculating right. Yeah, 16 hours for 2 days of training. We got paid $265. I know I remember that because I took out my taxes. It's supposed to be $280. But we're not even going to talk about that. So through that whole program, through that whole training, we got job training. Basically, what to wear, what to say, what your resume should look like. I had a career coach. We had a career coach that actually went through our resume one-on-one, each person by each person, and told us, okay, what the employer likes, what the employer doesn't like, what you need and what you don't need. So look for a type of program, a type of youth program in your city, in your county, in your state, even, that helps youth out with the jobs, because 8 out of 10 you have it. 8 out of 10 teens are getting jobs through these programs, and you don't even know about it. We didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. Didn't even know it existed. So now, you know, you went through that, you went through this training, and then now I learned certain ways, I learned certain tips and tricks and just skills that I should have had or I should have to even get the job. So I really want to thank them for training me to even get a job. Even though I didn't get any hours through them, I still got a job knowing some stuff from them. Okay, so just a little bit of that. That was kind of off topic, but let me get back to it. Header, the thing that says I am this person. Okay, I have an example of mine. So just remembering off the top of my head, you see I don't have my address. You see I don't have unnecessary stuff. And you see I don't have fancy, ugly, you know, extra. My phone dropped. You see I don't have fancy, extra, ugly stuff. When I mean ugly, I just mean like unnecessary stuff. You have the prettiest resume, but if it doesn't say anything important, nobody cares. So at the top of my resume, you have my name in bold. Yes, I want you to know who I am and remember it. Then on the right side, you have my number and you have my email. Please do not have an email that say bigbootyjudy123@gmail.com. Don't have an email that say fdt123@.1truck. Like, somebody gonna catch on to that. Don't have anything inappropriate. This email is a work email. This email is something that you use when you get hired, when you're inquiring jobs. Just, it's a professional email. So you want your email to be professional. You don't want anything unnecessary. And then you see, I'm gonna block out my number, but you see my number on there, right? Simple. You do not need to have your address, because look, when you apply, they're going to know your address. Your address is going to be written about 10 times before you even get hired. So that's okay. Then you see I have an objective. This objective can be basic. I learned this from my career coach, and now I'm teaching you guys. So it says, to obtain this employment with this company, your objective is basically, why would you want to get hired? Keep in mind of that. So the reason why I want to get hired is to attain employment with a company that offers a positive atmosphere to learn and implement new skills and technologies for the Betterment of organization. I'm eager to join the work environment and learn everything I can about this company. As a fast learner and a team player, I would thrive here. I'm sorry, I'm shaking this because I'm talking a lot. Okay, so basically, why would you want to work here? I basically said I want to work here because I want a positive atmosphere, basically a positive environment. I want to learn new skills, and I want to learn new ways to improve my organization skills, basically better managing my time, my money, stuff like that. And then it's just saying that I'm happy to join the workforce. This is something that I want to do. I want to be here. Now, I need to. Don't always, that's another thing. Don't always make getting a job a pity story. Some employers, okay, I get that, and others do not care. If you're not what they're looking for, they won't hire, and that's period point. Another thing about the work experience, as you see in my application, it says meal prep, customer service, operating cabinet register, and it says for my second job, that's real, transportation for events, implementing activities. Your skills that you put for your work experience needs to be short. And it also needs to be things that will appeal to a company. So if you worked, say you did catering with your family, put that as a professional job because it is a job, for one. And then two, you can put customer service because you are dealing with customers. You're dealing with taking their orders and trying to kind of improving your service to them. Then you can do operating cash register, which is true. If you worked with money, you took the change, you know how to count. That's another thing. And then you can also put maintenance. Maintenance is like fixing the truck, making sure things outside the truck is clean, keeping your work area clean. That's considered maintenance. See, those things is something that appeals to, say, Wendy's, KFC, Starbucks, all that, because you need all those skills. You need to know how to do all those things to get, not to get hired. You don't have to know it, but it's good to know. They'll pick you over someone who does it. Okay, education. A lot of people have the tendency to put all their awards, all their classes, AP, this, that. Nobody cares you took an AP class at McDonald's. We're not asking for you to recite what happened in 1968. We're asking you to give someone a burger. We're asking you to change a 20 into ones, stuff like that. So no one cares, kind of. I don't say nobody cares. Yeah, it may help. Yeah, if you feel like that's the only thing you have to put down, put that. But if you have other skills that let me see, like that top, I don't know how to explain it, that top, if you have skills that top having an AP class, put them down, because we care about that. Not, I had Mr. McFadden, shout out to him, I had Mr. McFadden as an AP US teacher and I passed my AP test. Wow, so boring. Did you want to work at a library? Because that's what it sounds like. Okay, now, so yeah, basically for the education part, I put I'm still, whenever year you entered high school to present, or if you graduated and that's the only education that you have, you put that. Say you have high school and you're in college now, you put that. You put things that you're currently in and that you have done that are big milestones, such as a diploma or getting your associate's degree, bachelor's degree. You put that. Okay, for extracurricular activities, I kept this to a minimum of 2 things. Things that we're going to point out. Things that show that I have leader skills, the ability to think on my own, and I can work as a team. Those skills for me was Skills USA and Black Student Union, Treasurer, because that's dealing with money, kind of looking at the accounts and budgeting how we were going to plan out trips. And then I put Skills USA President because I was a president. And I did take on that leadership skills. So I feel like that was good to put, especially as a student and you really don't have anything else to start off with to put down. Now for skills. Skills are very important as far as the basic knowledge of just customer service and just dealing with people in general and working in the back instead of being the that orders. You help make the company, not the company, but you help make that restaurant move. Knowing what you know will help improve their customer service, the way that they serve their foods and stuff like that. These skills are very important. Okay, for my skills, you see that I put computer skills, communication, problem solving, organization skills, teamwork / collaboration, critical thinking, and cash handling skills. Cash handling skills are very important. Even though I put operating a register as one of my duties that I did during my work experience, knowing that you know how to count is important, because if you mess up the register, you mess up, one, the profit of the restaurant, and two, just the flow of how the managers would trust you with dealing with money. You want to be trusted with money. They want to know that you're able to count, okay? Because that money at this restaurant is everything. That is how everything flows. Then I put computer skills for can't talk. I put computer I put computer skills because when you're working at a restaurant, say McDonald's, for example, you need to learn how to basically on off button, know how to. I'm gonna put like simple skills, common sense skills, but you need to know how to do the basics. So if you know how to, if you know how to copy, paste, edit photos, do all that stuff, computer skills is something that you should put down. Because managing a drive-through restaurant, even though they'll teach you and train you when you get there, just knowing kind of like the basics of it is important. Okay. Now, what other skills did I put? Teamwork and collaboration. It is crucial that you know how to work with other people. It is crucial that you know how to deal with rude customers, people that are happy, sad, mad, any emotion that um comes in your restaurant, comes in wherever you're trying to work. Not even a restaurant, comes in like say Staples. Anything that comes in, you need to know how to handle it and handle it well. Do not be one of those people that your customers remember you by, oh, she was negative. Oh, she had this attitude. Oh my gosh, she's so rude. Let me call the manager. Stuff like that. You do not want people to know that. To know you by. So collaboration is key to just knowing how to work with the customer and how to work with your co-workers, because sometimes it will be times where you feel like one thing is right and the other one feels like it's wrong, and you guys have to come together without the manager being present and be able to solve that issue. Okay. And problem solving, that is simple as a customer asked for pickles but you gave them extra onions. Knowing how to fix that problem and knowing how to get it done without having to have a manager by your side or having to have the customer come in and ask for a manager. Problem skills are crucial because your managers and the people that you're hiring, you want to know that you're able to solve problems on your own. Water is life right now. Okay. Next. And awards. This is where it kind of shows that awards and certificates, I should put that too, because I know some people that are in programs that gives them like CPR card, or just programs that give them a type of certification. Let me put it like that. Some type of certification that is good to know. That is good to have. So for my awards, you can put that I put on in engineering. I have a lot of academic awards, and it shows that people need me. I have most valuable player award. I put that because it just shows that, oh, she was needed, or she put the most work in, at her school. And then that's the resume part. This video is so long. I'm so sorry. Oh, we already called the company and
said, hey, are you guys hiring?
Yes, we're hiring. You can apply at so.
okay, when's the best time to blase blase blase? Going to need a resume. I already told y'all what your resume should look like, what it should kind of have, and what you should put in there and what you shouldn't. Okay, the resume is not even like, the resume is just what people print out and they're like, okay, it's like an overview. She says she's this, she says she's not. Let's do the interviewing and see. But the application part, usually now that we're in COVID-19, your application is going to be online for sure. And they're going to ask you questions like, do you get tired when you're at work? Are you 80 days or in a month. Just dumb questions. But on most of these questions, you should be real because it is an automated system, and it shows that if you get stuff too perfect, then if you get stuff too perfect, then you're a liar. If you get stuff too wrong, then they don't want to hire you. But if you're kind of like in the middle, like yes, okay, she's human, of course she's gonna get tired. Or if you put, oh no, I never get tired all the time, then it's like, I mean, if you never get tired, then that's the truth. But some stuff is just like, dang, I know, like, everybody get tired, everybody get frustrated. Like, just be real with your application because they want to know that you're also human too. These people are not people that you're trying to, it's not the president, it's not, you know, it's not God. I feel like that was a bad example, but, you know, this is not someone who, like, make or break. You're human, they're human too. Everybody has a job to do. So when you're filling out stuff like that, like, keep it real. And availability. If you are a teenager and you have nothing to do, put you're available. It doesn't matter if you want to go or not. Put that you're available. They want people that's available all the time because obviously they're hiring because something didn't add up. They're hiring you to replace somebody. They're hiring you because someone couldn't do their job, right? So you want to put that you're available. Don't be lazy, but and speaking of availability, if you know you don't have a ride, if you know you don't have someone that can consistently take you, then where it says transportation, do you have reliable transportation? If you don't, like if you have to take a bus or take an Uber, do what you gotta do, but put yes. They want to know you can get there. They want to know you're not gonna have issues. Oh, I can't come in today because I don't have a ride. Find a way. If you really want the job, you'll find a way. So just keep that in mind too. So when you're going through the whole application part, keep it real, but your resume should look good. Your work experience should look okay. Ooh, dang, I'm wiping off the eyebrows. Okay, so we're done filling out the application. Make sure you do everything in the same day. Don't be those type of people. Oh yeah, I was gonna apply, but never did, forgot, whatever. No, apply right then and there. Wait 3 hours. Not even 3, like 2 hours. Call back again and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. My name is John Doe. I just applied. I want to know if you guys got your application. Got my application. Oh, no, we didn't get your application. Can you redo it? Of course. Hanging up 3 hours later, I'm calling back. Did you get it now? Oh, yeah, we got your application. Okay, thank you. What's the next process as far as getting hiring? As far as getting hired, someone will tell you. They will not lie to you unless they do not want you. Okay. Oh, so the next step is we're gonna have our manager look over it, and we'll call you for an interview. If you do not get a call for an interview in the next, say, 3 days, call back. What happened? Oh, I just wanted to know why I didn't get a call for an interview. Restaurants, I don't want to say just restaurants, but companies love when you call them. They want to know that you want the job. They want to know that you're on top of them the way that they want you to be on top of their company. So keep calling. There's nothing wrong with calling. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, did you get this? Hey, what's the next process? Because you want the job. And they probably want you to be there too. Show that you're willing to do one more step. You're willing to go above and beyond than the person that hired right after you, okay? That applied right after you. Now, once you get called for the interview, your interview step process should be, it's going to be nervous. You know, when I got hired at McDonald's, I got hired the first interview. And with COVID-19, I really loved my hiring manager because she was very passionate. She actually cried. I hope she doesn't mind me telling all this, but she actually cried because she was so dedicated about keeping the restaurant clean and about the whole COVID-19 impact, pandemic, just how everything's going on. She wants us to be as safe as she wants her kids to be. She wants everybody to go home safe, sound, and healthy. So I love, like, I was just like, yeah, this is the job site for me. This is where I want to work because I know that we are on top of everything. We're not just slacking off. We're not just taking shortcuts with the company. We're doing everything that we're supposed to do. So that was one thing I love about it. But when the interview part comes, do your research about the company. Usually, before you even click on the careers page, go to where you gotta put in your application. There's a about me. Like Taco Bell, they have their history. McDonald's, they have their history. Learn the about me and kind of like what the company stands for. A lot of the times, people don't know what their company stands for, and then they will just apply, and it's just like, why do you want to work here? Oh, because I need a job. We know you need a job. We know you need the money, but why? What was the reason why you decided to apply here over Del Taco? You know, and the reason why I wanted to work there is because I was very I was very passionate about the way that they provide for students, and McDonald's have all of these organizations and all these kind of like ties to the community that helps out people. I love that. And then two, I can't even, my voice is shaking. And then two, I love that they were always into hiring teens. Their goal was to hire more minors in the next company because they wanted to, these are the people of today for tomorrow, if you get what I'm saying. So I love that about the company. And I knew what to say because, for one, this is my third interview. And for two, it's just like, the worst thing they can say is no. You know, and when they do say no, do not give up hope. Do not say this is the end of the world. Do not be like, oh, you know, I'm never going to get a job. They're not going to hire me because I'm black. Some companies do that, though, where that's just a whole different topic. But you always have to keep a positive head on your shoulders when it comes to applying for jobs, because not everybody, you'll get 10 no's before you get a yes. And that's just how the company is. Sometimes you're just not what they're looking for. And then even if you don't get hired, you need to call that company back and you need to ask them, why didn't I get hired, so you can improve on the next job interview, so you can improve on the next application that you do, so you can kind of adjust yourself and just do better next time, you know? A lot of people have the tendency to not even wonder why. Oh, I just didn't get a job, forget them, they didn't like me. No, that's not the case. These people are human too. I think that's all I have to say for this video. You know, just one, stay consistent, be on top of the company that you're trying to get hired for more than they're on top of you. Always ask for a manager, because sometimes there'll be some hating co-workers, some hating employees there that will say, oh no, we're not hiring, and then really they are, and then the reason why they said they're not hiring is because they wanted more hours. Because the more people that you have, the less hours you will get, or the less hours that you are required to work. So always ask for a manager, always be on top of it, and then stay hopeful, stay positive on the search of finding the job. Do not give up, because there's always a job to do. There's always someone hiring, someone saying, hey, someone's not fulfilling this job, so I'm gonna need you to do it. Stay hopeful. Yeah, but I hope you guys, no, that's all I have to say. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. On a different topic, for all my black people out there, for all my African American people out there, for all my, you know, mixed black people out there, please stay safe during this whole I don't even know what to call it. I really don't. Just during this whole situation of black men getting killed, black people not being treated right, police brutality, please stay safe. Please stay safe. Please stay safe. Look out for one of each other. The best that we can do is team up and unite together, not try to destroy and kill each other. You know, this is the wrong time to be trying to just do any of that type of stuff. So please be safe out there, you guys. You know, even with COVID-19 happening, please be safe. Please protect yourself, protect others, and just be cautious of where you are and kind of your surroundings, and adjust to stuff. That's all I have to say for this video. I hope this is very helpful, and I hope you guys enjoy. Kind of can't even talk. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of some of the stuff that I told you, and the tips and the things that got me hired at my job and or got me the second interview. So I hope that was very helpful, and you guys have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Peace. Bye.